Greetings, Classic Cinema and TV fans. Jason here with you once again on another Classic Cinema Plus. Today we're kind of taking a trip back in time to kind of taking a trip actually through cinema, if you will, with a new documentary series about a pretty amazing film series, and it's going to be pretty epic. And I think you may just be in loving this one if you're a fan of spy espionage type of films. I think you're gonna love this. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And let's jump into this. All right. So clear back in the day, many may remember. There's been many different versions of this super agent, if you will, 007, James Bond, right? So many people have taken on that persona of James Bond, Sean Connery, Pierce Brosnan, trying to think of them off the top of my head right now, Daniel Craig. There's just been so many over the years. And through the years, James Bond has changed a lot. For some people, Sean Connery is the greatest Bond. Some might say Pierce Brosnan. Others will have different opinions, of course. And I think the reason why there's everybody has their favorite is because everybody has grown up with a certain one, right? That was the first one they ever watched, and so that's why there's that desire. That's the best one, It's because that's who you watch probably first. They all bring something unique to the table, right? To that character. Well, Mill Creek Entertainment has released this 6-part documentary series, which I've been really enjoying, the Icons Unearthed releases, and this one is Icons Unearthed James Bond. Now, this is a really interesting Blu-ray set because we get 3 discs. Okay, so there's 3 DVDs. I know that looks like there's only 2 there, but actually it's a stacked disc. So just so you know. Underneath the second disc, there is a third disc there, which gives you basically bonus interviews, like uncut interviews of that were used on this Icons Unearthed series. Now, I have actually received this a couple days ago, and I already watched it because I did want to see this. I wanted to watch it. I am sadly behind on James Bond. I've watched some, but I have not watched all of James Bond at all, not even close. So I really am sadly behind the times when it comes to watching James Bond. But I know all of the series. I know the stories. I know all of them. I've not sat down and watched them, right? So I have to get in, and I have to do that one of these days, but I just haven't got to it yet. But this is a really interesting little Blu-ray set. Now, this is a 6-part series, and it tracks all the way from Sean Connery all the way through to Daniel Craig. And it goes, and what I love about this series is that they delve into the behind the scenes with all of these films and the different producers and the directors and the different stars, and they all have their take on this, and I think it's really cool. And then all about what made this version of the film a little bit maybe harder to deal with than the other ones, And I think that is very, very unique, and it's very, very cool. And they bring forth some things that I never even realized, never even knew was a thing. And one of them was that, and you may not know this either, Peter Sellers once played James Bond. Did you know that? Peter Sellers actually played James Bond in a version, like a comedic version of James Bond that was called Casino Royale. Right now, okay, you can search this out. Casino Royale is streaming on Tubi for free. I actually, when I found that out, I typed it in because I was like, where is this thing at? And so I typed it in to see, and it actually, right at this, as this is being recorded, and now maybe later down the line, if you're watching this years later, it may not be there anymore. But I'm saying right now, it is on Tubi because I typed it in, Peter Sellers Casino Royale streaming, and it came up Tubi, and I clicked it out, and it's on there. So I saved it, and I'm gonna check that out. But it is a crazy looking film. It's crazy. It's off the wall. It's nuts. It's not James Bond that we know, but it's really interesting. All the different, they have all these different characters brought in there, and it's just a wacky, off the wall, crazy film. So I definitely want to check that out. But that was something that I thought was really interesting that they brought out in this documentary series. The Icons Unearthed are really, really well done series of documentaries, dealing with certain films or TV series or whatever the case may be. And this James Bond one is a really, really great addition to the collection over here. I'm glad I got this. I'm pretty glad to put this in with the James Bonds over here and kind of get the idea of this. It is really, really cool. But we get interviews from all kinds of them, including George Lazenby, who played James Bond for one film. Really interesting. They wanted him to be the next James Bond, and he just would not do it. He just played one film, and he was like, I ain't doing it. It's kind of interesting. It's a really good series, though. It really does. It tracks the whole thing, and it really tells you all about the series and all about how it is. It's really, really good. If you've watched Icons Unearthed, you know how good these episodes are. This is really a good episode, a little episodic series of about James Bond. So really, really well done, and the episodes look pretty crisp and clean on the Blu-ray. So they're really good. They're really well done. Mill Creek has done another one of these that I'm glad to have. I've got all of them over here that we've done. We've done full reviews of all of them so far. And this is another great one. So if you're a fan of James Bond or documentaries or the Icons Unearthed series, this is definitely one to check out. It tracks the James Bond film series really, really well. Very in-depth and very, very well done. So definitely check that out. If you're a fan of documentaries like me, this Icons Unearthed James Bond one is definitely one for your collection. We'll have a full written review coming up at Classic Cinema Plus. Be sure to go there, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We would appreciate it. It helps out so much to know that you appreciate what we do here, and it also helps YouTube and all to let others know about our channel. And so we would definitely appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, bing, and be sure to go to Classic Cinema Plus. Thanks for watching, and until we're with you next time with another video, this is Jason reminding you that if you want to see a great film or TV series, check out a classic. We'll see you next time.